It's that time again, guys. The CBCS Hot List. I got my fellow NY Warriors. Let's get this party started. All right, guys, the CBCS Hot List by Eric Norton, presented by the NY Warriors. I'm going to go down the line real quick and just introduce my fellow NY Warriors real fast. But, guys, remember to stay tuned real quick to the end because I got a nice little giveaway that I'm going to give one of our lucky viewers. All right, I'll let you know how to win this book at the end of the video, guys. And also, we got some discounts, too, so you want to stay tuned for that. All right, so we got my man, Manny NYC in the house. What's up, Manny? All out. That's Manny being good, guys. And then we're gonna go with my man Joker from East Meets West Comics in the house.
Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Definitely just saw the list now, so I'm a little bit off guard. So I like to freestyle this. Let's do this.
Yeah. So basically the list Eric Norton writes it every week now for CBCS. And this week, CBCS was at the South Carolina Con, right? Yeah. And he said that he's never been to that convention. That was the first time him going there. So this list is gonna reflect his experience at the show, like. What books have people been submitting? That's a very, very good way of determining what books are hot. You know what I mean? So we need to get into it right with the first book. And this book should be no surprise to anyone. It makes everyone's list. It's always fire. Let me just show you what book it is. Bam. That's right, man. We got Ultimate Fallout number 4 from October 2011. First appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. And, CBCS gave us that beautiful 9.8 image there of their slab. So real quick, before we give you our thoughts and opinions on it, let me just read a little bit of what Eric wrote in the article real quick. So he wrote, without a question, this was the most sought after modern book on the floor. It also very strong on the secondary market as well, but I'm sure you already knew that. One conversation I had the weekend was about the book quickly becoming the defining book of the era. That's a big statement right there for this book. But you know what? With the prices, the way it's going, I think it merits that. So, what, Manny? What do you think about this book, Manny?
Well, it's a Spider-Man. Spider-Man's popular. Ultimate Fallout, Miles Morales. It's an awesome character, man. It's just bad to the bone, I guess.
Yeah, he relates to a lot of people, being half African American, half Hispanic, half Puerto Rican. So that's freaking awesome. Mike, what do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I remember there was the BXPX Collector actually submitted that book back when I was working the show for CBCS a few years ago. I want to say 2016 he submitted it, and it came back a 9.8.
Nice. Yeah, if you guys don't know in the chat, Manny used to work as like a satellite employee, basically for CBCS in the East Coast shows. So he used to work at their table for them and stuff. Their booth, basically. It's
a good grade for him, man. Because that book is a hard book to get in a 9.8. So
yeah. And why is it a hard book to get in a 9.8?
I mean, because we all know it comes to probably back with.
That's right.
Yeah. So definitely hard book to press out, to get a 9.8. But my opinion on the book, man. This is a book this is the modern age AF-15 book right here. This is the AF-15 for this generation, going forward, because this is definitely a good investment book. The 9.8s on this, man, the GPAs on this is crazy. The prices, whatever it is going on, wherever you find your prices, eBay, whatever. This book and a 9.8 is crazy. The 1 in 25, crazy. So this is the book of the modern times right now. Yes.
Yeah, definitely, man. And the 9.8 is 3,000 plus, and the Jerovic variant is a 1 in 25, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 25.
It's a $20,000 book already. So you guys already know, man. If you find these books, invest in them. They're holding strong. All right, so we're gonna move it along to our number 2 book here, and which is another book that is no surprise. Has been for the last couple of weeks we've been seeing this book, pop up everywhere. So let me just show you what it is. It's Truth, Red, White, and Black number 1 from January 2003. First appearance of Isaiah Bradley. So I'm gonna just give you a little quick synopsis of his article of what he wrote. He said, pardon the social commentary here, but I'm sure there's more important. There's not a more important book than this one at the moment. Yes, this book ties to Falcon and Winter Soldier, but there's more to it than that. Again, this was a big mover on the at the con, it was a big mover, and because of all the stuff that it touches, the racial issues and things like that, this book is moving. What do you guys think about this book, man? Manny, what do you think about this book?
I never read that book. I mean, I've seen it. I always saw it in the dollar bin, and I'm like, I don't care for it. I mean, I didn't really know until like Falcon and Winter Soldier until he appeared on there, and I was like, oh, okay, that's that book. That I always turned it down. I never grabbed it.
Yeah, we didn't know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, just like all other books, the same thing. Like you don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's a book. If you find it, grab it. I mean, you should read it. I'm pretty sure it's interesting, but I never read it, so I'm not too sure about the book though. So,
all right. And Mike, what do you think about this one?
I mean, off the bat, man, that the Falcon and Winter Soldier show definitely made this book go somewhere. I know of this book before that. This is a book that I procrastinated. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it. And then that is going up now. Now it's like I don't even want to pay the prices going for now. You know what I mean? But definitely a good book to have, man. By Isaiah Bradley. With the super what is it? The superpower serum,
the super soldier
serum. And all that. So it's pretty dope character to have. If you're a Captain America fan, so definitely having in PC. This is a dope book.
And I have a feeling with this book too, real quick before we move to the next book. I have a feeling that this book is going to be around for a long time, and it's going to hold its value because his story is so in depth and it touches what's going on today in America that it's not going to be one of those books where like the show's going to make it hot and it'll dip. Nah, this book is here to stay. It's on everybody's radar now.
That's something interesting. I would like to read. I would like to see it as some kind of trade. I don't know how many issues is that book, but
I think it's a 5-book issue series.
Maybe I can read it somewhere. I like to read.
It's a 5-book issue series. All right, so the next book on the list, guys, we have here. Bam. This book has been. I've seen this book 100 times. I've owned multiple copies of this. This is Superboy number 9 from November of 1994. First appearance of King Shark, guys. So just read a little, synopsis on why Eric chose this book. He says, while I'm not as strong as on this book as the first two, I cannot deny how many copies of this book I saw come through the CBCS booth for grading. Clearly, the first full appearance of King Shark is the key here. Add the fact that you have Sylvester Stallone has been confirmed to voice the character in the Suicide Squad movie. That makes for a hot book, So that being said, Manny, I'm gonna go down the line again, man. What do you think about this book?
Yeah, actually, I think I have a copy of this book somewhere in my box. So King Shark. I mean, I'm not really too much of a Superboy fan, especially from the 90s. But I mean, if this book is only worth getting if it's a 9.8. If you're a guy that's like me, I would want that book in a 9.8. I don't want that anything lower than a 9.8.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I feel you on that, man. And Joker, what do you think about that one?
This book, it's been talked about off and on over the years, man. I mean, we did get King Shark in the Flash TV show. We saw him there, but with Suicide Squad movie blowing up, a lot of marketing going behind that movie. This book is blowing up, definitely, man, in a 9.8. And mind you guys, that there is a DC Universe logo variant for that book right there too.
That's right.
And I think there's a newsstand for that one too. Issue 0 is kind of, I suppose, supposedly hot because I think it's his cameo in issue 0.
Yeah, issue 0 is the cameo. Yeah. And this is the first full appearance. So yeah, good information for people to look out for, man. Yeah. And guys, before we move, we only got 2 books left in the list. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that alert, so when we do things like this. We do other things then besides the radio for CBCS. We also have a Monday show and a Saturday morning coffee and comic show. So make sure you hit that like button because that will put this video out to the people. It does help out with the algorithm, guys. So we're gonna move it along with the next book on the list here, guys. And so we had two Marvel books, a DC book, and now we're gonna get some independence right here. Bam! So we got Berserker number 1. This is the one push Thor Mark Brooks variant, guys. So of course, it's the first appearance of Berserker himself. It's the first book. And let me just give you the quick synopsis of what Eric wrote in his article. He says, as usual, option show rights will send the book's value soaring. In the case Netflix won out here, both with a live action movie and an anime show coming for this for this series. So this series has been hot, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. I thought there was so many prints of this book coming out, so many things that I didn't think these books were gonna hold any value, but we've been proven wrong, man. Some of these books are going for some good money, Manny, what do you think about Berserker #1?
Dope read. Actually, I have my store variant, which they only had 500 copies of it, and the cover is freaking, like, most of the covers for this book is like freaking dope.
Yeah, great artwork.
The artwork on it is awesome. The interior artwork is awesome. Cover is awesome. It's just a good read. If you guys haven't picked it up, I mean, I advise you to pick it up and read it. It's pretty good. That might be one of my books I'm probably going to submit this weekend.
Oh, definitely. The cardstock on all those books are really good. Yes. So 9/8 are really good to get out of it, Yep. Mike, Joker, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, shout out to Boom Studios, Matt Kent, Keanu Reeves. With this Berserker, they knew what they had here, man. They promoted the hell out of this. They had so many damn covers for this. Everybody want the 1 in 1,000, John Boy Myers. But the Mark books, the one per store is kind of like the next book to get, so definitely a good one to pick up, man. If you into this, if you're behind the Berserker hype, good read though, but nonetheless, good read. Definitely for mature audience, this book is, man. So
yeah, definitely a lot of freaking mayhem in there, right? Yeah, and that story, dope read, man. I like it. I got my local comic shop day foil variant out of it, and I got the regular cover too. So shout out to Manny and Skeleton Comics for hooking me up with that. And then we're up to the last book right here, guys. Last one, and this book I did not expect to see it on there, and honestly, I didn't even know about this book. So we have here Starlight #1. This is from Image, guys, from March of 2014. 20th Century Studios grabbed Joe Carnish to write the script for this. So there's a script written out for this series, guys, which is pretty dope. Anything that we get from comics to movies, you already know how it is. So let me just read to you real quick what Eric wrote about this. So he said, had I not been at the South Carolina Comic-Con this weekend and saw the hype surrounding Ultimate Fallout 4, this book probably would have been the first on the spot. That's not to say it's last year, but I wanted to end on a high note. By high note, I mean it sold over 2,000% more copies than in previous weeks. The 6-part limited series has been on fire lately, and 20th Century Studios is writing a script for it. So, Manny, what do you think about this book, man?
Well, surprise, surprise. Actually, I own this book and I read this story, and for them to grab it and turn it into what I'm assuming a movie.
Yeah, Mark Miller, everything Mark Miller.
Millar. I advise anybody, if you could find this book, just take it. There's some variants for it as well. I think that I believe there is a Rob Liefeld, but a lot of people don't like Rob Liefeld, but his artwork. But the interior is good. It's nice art. It's a good book. Read it. It's about an older fella. It looks like a young guy on there, but it's an older guy. So yeah, dope book to read.
All right, cool. And Joker, what do you think about that one?
I honestly have no idea what this book is about, but if Mark Millar is behind this, and you already know
exactly
Mark Millar world is already anything he does, Netflix is attached to. So I mean, 20th Century Studios grabbed this. Let's see what it's going to turn out to be. I'm curious.
Yeah, Mark Miller or Mark Millar. I don't know how they want to pronounce it, right? Millar. Yeah. He's assigned to, already know his, the deal. He has a great track record, So that's it, guys. That's the list, guys. That's the books right there. Eric Norton, shout out to you. Putting together a nice little dope list. If you guys, in the comment section, guys, let us know what you think about these books. Let us know if you have them. Let us know if you don't agree with them, or let us know if we should have put something else, or he should have put something else. Or if you went to South Carolina Comic-Con and you're watching this video, let us know what you thought about the show and what these books, what did you see in rotation there, So we reached the end of the video, guys, and like I promised you guys, my guys are gonna give you their shout outs, their shout outs and everything, so let you know where they're gonna be at also, guys. But again, in order for you to win this book, I'll announce it on the next video. I'll show it. All you got to do is leave a like on this video and leave a comment in the video. All right, I'll just randomly pick one lucky winner from there, and I'll announce it next week who won on the next video, guys. So, high grade, Neiman copy of Star Wars High Republic issue number 4. It's only a matter of time you see High Republic on one of these lists, guys. So go ahead, guys. Before we get to the other discounts that we have for you guys, I'm gonna go down the line. Let my fellow NY Warriors give you their final thoughts and shout outs. So, Manny, go ahead, give your final thoughts and shout outs, man.
Yeah, shout out to Biggs for putting me on the show today.
You're NY Warrior, so you gotta be.
Yeah,
there,
but it's this is the second one, so
it's all right.
I was trying to make it, but yeah, man, and I'll be at all three of us will be in New Hampshire.
We're gonna be at the little giant comic show, right? Little next week, So and also Manny puts out con once in a while, but Manny, you'll see him with me. He'll be here on the Monday Night Warriors show, and you'll see him also on the Comics and Coffee show. And Mike, what do you?
I mean, you already know, man. In my channel, man, East Meets West Comics, man, we got a couple things going on, man. On Thursdays, we have our new comic book day review. And we're working with CBSI also. We're doing their cover fire with Mike Morello. He puts out, the best covers that he has that come out for New Comic Book Day. No variants and no incentives, just regular, cover price books, nothing, fancy. And then on Friday, man, we put out on the CBSI's Friday night FOC with East Meets West.
Yeah.
So my man Josh does the FOC with CBSI. Make sure you pre-order your books. We got a dope list that we put out there, and we just give you our flavor. We give you our, taste of, how it is. Because some of these books we do read and we do pre-order. And then on Sunday, man, at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have our live podcast show, guys. You don't want to miss it. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't. We do little segments. So definitely tune in for that, man. Dope topics when it comes to comics and stuff. So yeah. That's it.
Definitely, guys. And you want to tune in also to us at the NY Warriors, like I mentioned before, Monday night. This past Monday, we had a great discussion based on CBCS Comics and the competitor and comparing the two and how CBCS is doing their thing. You know what I mean? So that being said, guys, remember for this month, CBCS is running a promotion right now. You get 10% off your grading orders when you submit 10 books or more. Use the code SAVE10 there, guys. Make sure you add that on your order form. And of course, the CBCS Hot List is powered by BAM, guys. Get your BAM box. $8 off your first BAM box with the code NYWC8, guys. And if you're messaging them on Instagram, to let them know that the New York Warriors sent you there, all right?
Yeah, dope.
And that's it, guys. Links to everything is in the description below and the article itself in case you want to read along while you're viewing this video, guys. So that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Later.